Good morning, friends. I am Professor Shivik Patil, working as assistant professor in Tontadara Engineering College, Gadag. Uh, I am also an NLP trainer and a life coach. Today I wanted to tell you what it is meant by a life coach. So, life coach is the one who take a person from point A to point B, point A to point B. So, point A can be called as present state or current state, and point B will be the desired state. So, any person, whatever may be his problem, so with the help of the NLP tools and NLP techniques, we can take a person, however depressed he may be, however problematic he may be facing. So we may take him from point A, that is the present state, whatever state he may be in, to a desired state, point B. So that is exactly what is meant by the life coach. So it includes everything like a life coach should be aware of a lot of things like academics, health and wellness things, how to guide his student or his mentee from where he is to where he want to go. So and sometimes the what you call mentee or the student doesn't know what he want, where he want to go. So that is, he doesn't know the outcome of his education or outcome of what he doesn't, what he is doing at present. In such a thing, we need to help them to even frame the outcomes also. We should consulting his parents and talking to him. So we should frame some outcomes for his, or what I call it as a purpose for his life, purpose for his study, so purpose for what he is doing right now. So that is the responsibility of a life coach. Okay, coming to the main thing. So I have already released three videos with a topic called as Live Life King Size. So Live Life King size means we are having a lot of potential. So every student, every human being, to be frank, having a lot of potential, and God has given us equal resources for everyone. He has given equal resources, but still some people succeed, some people fail, some people lead mediocre life. So all these things happens because of our limiting thoughts. So the responsibility of the life coach using NLP tools, so he has to somehow help the client, help the mentee, help the student to come out of the limiting thoughts. So that is the primary responsibility. Because of the limiting thoughts, what we think we are at present, we will be unable to break those limiting thoughts, come out of that comfort zone. We are underestimating what is our strength, so and all those things. So therefore it is my duty to see that, so you will come out of your limiting beliefs, and I am definitely do so. Live Life King Size, this series of videos is all about breaking your limiting beliefs which are barrier to your path to success. So I repeat again, so every human being has the same capacity, same mental capacities. Physical capacity may differ because of his upbringing, exercises, and health, etc. But as far as mental capacity is concerned, so every human being has the same mental capacity, same memory, same intelligence. God has not made any partiality in giving all these resources to human beings, but we human beings, with our upbringing, develop a lot of limiting beliefs. So and that becomes a barrier to our success, and I'm here to break your limiting beliefs. So my dear students, you can lead a very what you call it as spectacular life. So spectacular life means with all the comforts, with all the success in your life, family life, money, etc. So whatever you want in life, you can get if you break your limiting beliefs, and if you come out, if you are ready to come out of your comfort zone. So if you dream big, if you set a goal, you prepare an action plan, so make it possible by taking action. So by these steps you can definitely scale the success, and I am here to guide you, I am here to help you with this series. So with this series, so we were discussing about 5 P's in the last videos. That is the purpose, the passion, the performance, the persistence, the priority, and all these things. It may be not in the same order. You can take it in any order, but always purpose comes first and passion comes next, because purpose will be the driving force for the passion. So you need to have a purpose for your life. You need to have a purpose for what you are doing right now, that is academics. Then only you will succeed in your academics. So that is what is the crust of the matter. And regarding passion, definitely if you take interest in your academics, if you are driven by your purpose, dreams, goals, then definitely that passion will develop. So I have told you earlier, it is all about our mindset. If our mindset is positive, then positive thoughts will come into our mind, and that will release the whatever the hormones that energize us, make us enthusiastic, help us to come out of our comfort zone, and all those things will happen only if you have passion. That is, you are in a positive state of mind. You wanted to do it very badly. You might have heard during the commentary of cricket. So sometimes when a batsman is playing very very well, so the commentator may say, or very very fast, you can say, the commentators will comment like he is playing as if it is his last match. He is playing as if it is his last match. Or sometimes they may comment like he is playing as if it is his last day, something like that. Now there is a lot of meaning in this in that word. So what happens if you come to know that this is your last day, something like that? So you want to do a lot of things. You want to do a lot of things. Most of the people. Otherwise, some people may get into depression, and they will die like that. But most of the people, so regret not achieving a lot of things. They wanted to do a lot of things. They also regret not have done a lot of things. What all they have not done till that day. Those things. So expert says, motivational speaker says, consider every day as your last day of your life. So that will give you a purpose to go out, come out of your comfort zone, and go get it, have a go get it attitude. So coming back to the topic, we have already covered the purpose, we have already covered the passion, we have already covered the priority also. Now coming to the performance. So of course, you can add planning also for this, because planning is also very, 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 very important. Just by dreaming and just by setting a goal, you will not get success. So you need to have a perfect action plan with dates, with target dates. Then only you will succeed. So there is a proverb in English. Failing to plan is nothing but planning to fail. So if you fail to plan for your life, then it is as good as you are planning to fail in your life. So therefore, my dear students, action plan is very very important. Make action plan. I told you in the last class how some of the celebrities, how some of the successful people make action plans. They keep a habit of diary writing. So they will plan every day, for every day night they will plan for the next day activities, write it in a diary, and the next day they accordingly perform, and at the end of the day they will check it out again whether they have performed all the activities they have planned for that day. If there is anything they could not do, then they will put it for the next day's action and make it a priority to meet that activity. So, and also then they will start planning for the next day. So this routine goes on throughout their life. That's why they achieve success. Without planning, without writing down your plans, and without performing according to your plans, without taking massive action. So it is called as massive action. You have to come out of your comfort zone. What is meant by comfort zone? Comfort zone is nothing but you are unwilling to come out of our laziness, unwillingness to come out of your house, unwillingness to come out of our city, unwillingness to explore the world, unwillingness to take risk, unwillingness to take adventurous activities, unwillingness to mingle with crowd, unwillingness to get acquainted to new situations, new challenges, unwillingness to face the challenges, unwillingness to face the problems. So there are a lot of unwillingness will be there in the human being, because a human being is basically a lethargic person, lethargy built in him. So that will make him always stay in his comfort zone where he feel comfortable, where he feel comfortable. He wanted to stay there only throughout life. So only some people will be able to come out of the comfort zone, driven by the passion, driven by the purpose. So purpose, passion should be there, then only he can come out of his comfort zone and go get he can get the attitude called as go get it, something like that. So therefore planning is very, very essential. Start planning for your study. So there should be short-term plans, there should be long-term plans, plan for the next IA, plan for the next semester, plan for everyday class, plan for everyday study. So put a timetable. So planning is very, very essential. So my dear friend, there is a proverb in English again. Great success means not doing great things. It is doing only small things in a great way. So you can achieve success not by not doing great things, but even small things, if you do it in a great way, so you can get tremendous success. So apply this to your life. Small things like planning is a small thing, keeping a diary is a small thing, then giving your study your priority. So all these are small activities every day you can perform, and if you perform with a great enthusiasm, energy, so then you can nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you from reaching your goal, from leading a life which everybody envy. So I want you to lead a life which your friends, your relatives envy. So that is the kind of life you need to live. That I call it as a spectacular life or something like that. So planning is very, very essential. So coming to next P, it is the performance. So just planning, just making the action plan, just daydreaming about your goal, about your dream will not work. You have to take action, massive action. You have to perform. You have to perform. For perform, you need focus. You need concentration, especially for students who are in studies. You need focus. You need concentration. Remember, my friends, I will repeating again. There is a misconception about the intelligence. Misconception about the intelligence. So there is a lot of students who believe that some other students are more intelligent. Those who secure ranks, those who score very high in the examinations, they are more intelligent than them, or something like that. It is just a false assumption. God hasn't made any impartiality during what you call it as distributing intelligence. So intelligence is available to everyone. What is intelligence? So intelligence is nothing but it is all about focusing on your work, concentrating on your work, grasping the knowledge and recalling the knowledge. So today Okay, of course, the other meaning of intelligence is having some creativity, doing something creative, innovative, and all those things. But right now, as a student, for you, the intelligence is all about how you are going to memorize and how you are going to recall it in the examinations. So, examinations nowadays test only your memory power. So, how you are going to memorize the things and how you are going to recall it, because recalling it at the exam is very very important. Otherwise, if you become nervous, if your mind goes blank, then there is no use of all that hard work. Therefore, memorizing is very very important. And in the last video I had given you a hint, according to the expert saying. So if you read once, only around that too with focus and concentration, only 60% of that will go into your memory and store in it. If you write it also, because writing uses two senses apart from visual senses, it will also use the kinesthetic senses, because you are using your hands for writing. So if you write it, you may grasp up to 85% of the what you have studied. Now you do it in the morning. Now if you do repeat it again in the evening, that is the reading and writing, that thing, then your memory will, that particular portion memory will remain with you for next week, next 1 week. Otherwise, if you don't repeat it in the evening, so maybe around 30 to 40% may get deleted or diluted, or you may not be able to recall it. So this is what the experts have found out. Now what you have to do, so that is the reason, whatever you read in the morning, morning is the best time for reading with focus and concentration. Then write it down and repeat it again in the evening. Once you repeat it again in the evening, it will be fixed in your mind, in your memory for next week. So what you have to do again is, next week choose one day, so preferably Saturday, and again revise it. So once you revise it, so that whatever you have studied will remain with you for next 15 days to 21 days. Then again do the same thing. So repeatedly revision at every 15 days or 21 days, so that you will remember it clearly in the examination. This is what the suggestion of the doctors. Not exactly doctors, you can say educationists or scientists or memory experts and all those things. So use that. And focus and concentration during the study is very very important. So that will give you the required memory power. And of course, in one video I will discuss how to improve your memory power and all those things, how to improve your creativity and those things. So right now the topic is performance. You need to perform, you need to have an action plan, and you have to follow that action plan religiously, giving first priority for your studies, nothing else. So your entertainment, your food, your breakfast, your mingling with your friends, your other any sports, any activity should come after your study. Priority should be first in study, because this is the age where you are going to put the foundation and pillars for your future structure of comfort or spectacular life. So therefore, my dear friends, it is my sincere advice. So follow all the P's. So you need to have a purpose, you need to have passion, so you need to have a priority, you need to have a plan, you need to have what you call it as a, you need to perform. So you need to perform. And there is another P, that is called persistence. Okay, you may fail also, even after putting a lot of efforts also you may fail. There may be some hindrances to your performance, you may fail. So you should not be disturbed by failure. always take failure as a feedback. Failure is not failure if you doesn't accept it as a failure. So failure is always, it is an experiment. You have experimented it and you failed in it. Improve the experiment, improve the steps in the experiment, and you can perform it well. Okay. Okay. We'll discuss about the persistence in the next video. So the time is over now. So my dear friends, please share this video with your friends or whoever want it, whoever need guidance during their academics, and please subscribe to my channel so that it will encourage me to give more strength or more motivation to release such videos and help you in your academic process. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Stay at your home. Let us meet in the college. Thank you very much.